Welcome to this Key Ministry presentation on how to create a safe spot in your church. As adults, we know that it's not uncommon for folks to experience stress when dealing with life on a day-to-day basis. However, for some children with hidden disabilities, some daily situations can result in a greater than average level of stress or anxiety. And when this happens, it's important that they have a specific strategy to support them in coping and regulating their emotional state. A safe spot is such a strategy. A safe spot is a location, but more specifically, it's a location that allows a child with hidden disabilities to take a break from a stressful situation, to prepare him or herself for the day's upcoming event, to regain emotional control in order to avoid a meltdown, or it can be a place to recover from a meltdown. A definition of a safe spot is this. A safe spot is a specific location where a child can feel safe and comfortable when feeling anxious. That location can be in a church, it could be in a school, it's a location that could be in their home. Some examples, it would be a safe spot being a specific place within a building, or it could be a specific place within a room. And if possible, the safe spot should be chosen with the help of the individual who will be using it. A safe spot is a location that generally has few distractions and provides structure and supervision if needed, and also provides for that child's safety. For younger children, a safe spot might be a location within a room. As you can see in this picture here, here's an example of a safe spot, a very quiet, comfortable location, minimal distractions, several beanbag chairs that a child can just sit on and relax. For older students, a safe spot might be the pastor's office, a place that's relatively quiet, relatively free of distractions, and a place where they can just relax, calm down until he or she feels comfortable, and then go back to the activity that they were involved in. Again, the safe spot can be in a variety of places. It could be a specific room in a building. It could be a specific location within a room. There's other places too that would qualify as a safe spot. If you have a large worship facility, a lot of times churches like that have smaller chapels. If that chapel is unattended, it's nice, it's quiet, a good place for someone to go to and relax and regain their composure. Another location might be the church library. So there are a multitude of places within a church that could possibly serve as a safe spot. The safe spot location includes individualized strategies to reduce stress. Safe spot strategies often include perhaps some sensory activities, soft music, headphones to either shut out the noise or to listen to soft music without disturbing anyone else, or other such ideas that are designed to meet an individual's needs for calming down. The safe spot is a place that reduces internal stress and supports the individual in getting back to whatever it was that he or she was doing. Time spent in the safe spot may also be used to complete Sunday school work or some other activity from the stressful environment if need be. There are two basic strategies in using a safe spot. One, the safe spot can be used as needed, in which case then the safe spot becomes part of a reactive strategy that's only used at a particular point in time when it needs to be used. Or the safe spot can be used as a scheduled component of the church routine on a Sunday or a Wednesday evening, whenever it may be. In this particular case, the safe spot can be used as part of the typical routine, in which then it becomes a proactive strategy where the child goes at a predetermined time, either at the beginning or the middle or perhaps the end of a scheduled activity. A couple of other ideas to consider when using the safe spot. The use of a safe spot can be initiated by the individual as he or she might feel necessary, or the use of the safe spot can be initiated by a parent, a Sunday school teacher, or another church staff member. If the child or the youth is going to initiate the use of the safe spot, then it's important that he or she be able to recognize their own personal signs of stress or anxiety. If the individual doesn't know these signs, then that's going to be an important component to be able to teach him or her what their signs are so that at some point they can eventually initiate the use of the safe spot when they feel a need to do that. There's not enough time to cover the 4 stages of the crisis cycle in this presentation. That's another online training presentation that we have. But the use of the safe spot typically is best used during the anxious stage of the crisis cycle or the defensive stage of the crisis cycle. The safe spot is not time out. The safe spot is a place of support. It's not a place of punishment. The safe spot is something that you use proactively to help someone to calm down. That is, in order to prevent a meltdown. So a safe spot is a location that's designed to help prevent a meltdown or to help someone recover from a meltdown. If you're using a timeout concept, then it's important that the location of timeout is a different location than the location of your safe spot. And one of those reasons is this. If you use the safe spot and timeout as the same location, then a student is going to be less receptive to initiating the use of the safe spot because they don't know. Maybe when they get there, now they'll be put in timeout. Or if you're initiating the use of the safe spot for a student, if he or she is going to the location that also happens to be a location used for timeout, they may think that you're putting them in timeout, and that can produce more behaviors. If the safe spot, the place for calming down, is a different location, then in the transition towards that location, if they know this is what happens in this spot, I get a chance to sit on a beanbag or in a chair and relax and take it easy and recover, then there's going to be less resistance in that transition to the safe spot. The safe spot concept can and should be used with other teaching strategies such as direct instruction and or self-regulation skills. And again, these will become other key ministry presentations where we can cover those concepts a little bit more in depth. The goal of the safe spot is always to help a student increase their independence in managing their own behaviors. If there is a problem that's reported by some churches in association with the safe spot, it's basically this. A child or young adult tends to start using the safe spot as a way to get out of an activity, perhaps because the child doesn't want to be in their Sunday school classroom, or perhaps the youth doesn't want to participate in youth group, or perhaps either one doesn't want to participate in the worship service, so they might tend to act in ways that are designed to be able to go to the safe spot and relax. And this is basically your call. It's okay if a child leaves the Sunday school classroom or a young adult leaves youth group or the worship service, if that's truly what's going to help him or her, or just for the ease of things. However, there are some ideas associated with this safe spot if it's important that the person continues to stay in the worship service or continue to participate in youth group or the Sunday school classroom. And it's basically this. The safe spot is a place to relax and to calm down from a stressful environment. But it is also okay to allow a child to bring their work, the rest of their Sunday school work, or Bible memory verses or something like that, to the safe spot and complete those there. The safe spot is not a place that's intended to allow a person to escape from their responsibilities. It's a place that reduces environmental demands and decreases a person's internal stress so that he or she can finish the activity that they were involved in. Key Ministry is here for you, and it's our desire to help to build bridges, to help connect churches with families of kids with hidden disabilities. If you need more information on this topic or other topics or have other questions, go to our website, www.keyministry.org, and email us from there, or give us a call at 440-708-4488.